Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And here comes another walkthrough and review of a coloring book. This one is Birds of a Feather by Wanda Fontenot. 47 beautiful bird images according to the front, and it's an adult grayscale coloring book. So let's take a look. I will walk you through it, take my time so you can see the images very clearly, and we'll see what you think. Alright, so here's the about the author stuff, book designer, about the book, typical beginning. Oh, and the pages are your standard weight paper, copy paper. So let's get down to review. Well, walkthrough first, excuse me. We'll get her straight in a minute. All right. So this book is, it's pretty packed full. Now, you're going to notice some streaking on it. That has nothing to do with the book. That's a printing problem, and that is being addressed. But what I want you to look at and decide upon for yourself is what you think of the images. So let's go through and see. Now, this little rip in the page, that's my fault, because when I was breaking the spine, I accidentally ripped the page. Ma boo-boo. Here we've got a really great image of a bald eagle. And what I want you to do as you are looking at this, just imagine how you would color it. Now, these streaks, like I said, not the author's fault. It's a shame that they're there, but we deal with it. So you decide for yourself what you think of it. All right, now this image here was done on the back. Show you that, give you some ideas. So if you are a bird person, this book may be of interest to you. Ooh, Peacock. That one would be interesting to color, I'll tell you. Parrot. Oh, and who doesn't like hummingbirds, right? I think you could have a lot of fun with this page. Now, what I suggest in my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, is if you're not sure how to color something, look it up on Google. Here's an interesting image. And this one was colored as well. Wanda actually did this one, so that gives you an idea of what what it looks like. Okay. Looks like we got a blue jay on this one. And then, of course, here's a great one for owl fans. And by the way, did you know that if you pick up the feathers, if you push them up, there's like 2 scrawny legs underneath there? I never knew that. Saw that in a Facebook post and thought that was pretty interesting. Beautiful, beautiful swan. Seagulls. Here's a beautiful peacock. Let me pull that out just a little bit. A little hard to find a view in between our up pages and our wide ones. And check out this parakeet. Pretty nifty. Barnyard rooster. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm looking, and that reminds me of a heart. Isn't that neat? Just notice that shape. Close-up of a hummingbird. And a close-up of a flamingo. Flamingo, yeah. Flamingo. We'll get her. And again, guys, just ignore that horizontal line through it. And look at this little cutie. Isn't that cute? Reminds me of the Dawn dish soap commercial where they're rescuing the little ducks from the grease. All right. Cardinal. I want to say that these are herons, I believe. Isn't that a pretty picture? You can even see the shadow behind the one eye here. Cool. Beautiful duck. And I think this is called a puffer duck, if I'm correct. Another cardinal. And some more ducks. I like this one. I think that's pretty cool. Now, you got to remember, too, is the artist, in this case Wanda, is going through and she's picking pictures as she thinks you'll like. So that's another, you know, that's her taste. And you can decide if her tastes match your taste. And then go from there. Really pretty images, guys. Parakeets. And this will be interesting to color, not only because of the birds, but because of the wood that we have. Bantam rooster. No, chicken. All right. I must have failed kindergarten. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Love this one. I've had several images in my nightly broadcasts that I've been coloring, actually with berries. I really like this one. I think that's pretty cool. Another bird, macaw. Yeah, and that other one was a macaw as well. You can tell by the face. And again, ignore the line at the bottom. I like this one because there's lots of greenery to color. And here's an interesting image. We've got the owl with the wings. And then we have a background here that is a star, like a starburst or a light burst. So lots of neat ways to color that. And then we've got another close-up of that bald eagle. Love it. Absolutely love it. So you've got choices on this one, depending on how you want to color it. All right. I thought this image was interesting because as you look at the seagulls, they get blurrier and blurrier and blurrier in the background. Nice composition on this. Just interesting. All right. Now this is a parrot, I believe. The others were macaws, like I said. Again, lots of neat ways to color this because of the background. A duck flapping its wings. Isn't that cool? Very pretty. And we've got another beautiful swan. And let's see here. Blue jays, maybe? Not sure. But neat image to color with the tree and the bird feeder. And look at this. Isn't that interesting? Peacock feathers, of course. Okay. Little chickadee. Again, I love the branches here because that'll give a nice contrast to color this. And not 100% sure what these are. And that's the last picture. And then here's the back cover. Now, that's my walkthrough. My review is, I like this book. And I want to show you an example of why. Now, Wanda goes through and she sharpens her pictures to make them really interesting to color. And one of the things I wanted to show you is if you look very carefully in that eye, you can actually see sky and clouds. Isn't that cool? And that's why I particularly like this picture. And I think it would be a really interesting one to color. All right, let me pull out. And then the other one that I like among the other pictures is this one. If I were to color this one, I would be leaving the swan basically alone. Let me pull in just a little bit more for you. And I would be adding the colorful background. Now this has like little Everglades here. You can see the dividing line and then the water. Beautiful picture. So overall, I like the book. I like the variety. I mean, there was a few repetitive pictures. There were a few swans in there, a few eagles. But overall, I think the selection is good. And again, don't hold this printing issue against the book. The streak that was on here, that has nothing to do with the quality of the book that Wanda's putting forward. So, yeah, I would give this a thumbs up to purchase. Let me pull out for you here. Zoom out. There we go. I would give it a thumbs up to purchase. And I think that you'll be happy with it. Oh, and if you contact Wanda, she will send you in a file with proof of purchase of the book, the color images so you can see how to color the book and color the individual pieces. All right, guys, I hope that this walkthrough and review was helpful. So, thumbs up on this purchase. I think it's a good one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget that I color live and teaching about coloring with ILene Vick 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. All right. Have a good evening. Till next time. Bye.